Nier Automata, a convoluted story or masterpiece? Hey guys, today I'm bringing you an overview of the new Nier game. Is it worth the buy, or should you avoid it completely to save your money's worth? So this game is developed by Platinum Games and published by Square Enix. Some of you may remember Platinum Games as the ones responsible for games such as Bayonetta and Metal Gear Rising. Games that were generally well received, especially for their polished gameplay, and that is what we mostly got from Nier, but more on that in a bit. Nier Automata takes place after Nier's fourth ending, although you do not have to have played the previous iterations to actually comprehend the story. But Automata is set in a post-apocalyptic world where aliens have invaded Earth. This has caused humans to relocate to the moon. Now humans have created androids to fight off machine life forms created by the aliens, so to make Earth habitable again. You take on the role of Android 2B and attack Android, and that's where the game starts off. Nier demonstrates varied but unique gameplay. It can be a third-person hack and slash, quickly change into a twin-stick shooter, and even has elements of 2D platforming. Combat itself is quite simple to grasp. You have light and heavy attacks, as well as you can equip different parts of range combat. You can also dodge. There is also a plethora of choice concerning upgrades for your character to suit your playstyle. If you want to be tanky and hit hard, or if you want to be a master at counter-attacking, the choices are there, and you can further upgrade your pods and weapons. Even though the gameplay is simple to handle, there are still issues, in my opinion, if you're the type of person that's going to explore the open world, do side quests, gather materials to upgrade your items like I did. Instead of only playing through the main quest, what you will find is defeating enemies is sometimes effortless, and this is because enemies only scale with you during specific parts of the game. This made fighting bosses a walk in the park because of how much damage I was doing, simply because I was too high a level. So I recommend sticking the game on hard at the start if this is how you play. I also felt that the upgrade management for your character was too cumbersome, as your inventory becomes littered with upgrades. Even though there is a fuse mechanic to create better versions of character upgrades, I found that simply defeating higher level enemies will yield you a better upgrade regardless. However, the biggest buying point of this game is just how in-depth the characters are, the amount of detail that are in each of the environments, the beautiful audio design, the superb voice acting, and just how attached you become to the characters makes for an immersive experience. Even the side quests are all unique and allows for you to learn about the world around you and fall in love with the different NPCs. It does not chore you to do the side quests as you actually want to do them. Since I played this on PC, I have to talk about technical problems with this game, and the first being the bugs. Personally, I have not experienced a lot of issues, but there are stuttering issues even if it drops 3 or 4 frames. There is a bug where the game upscales from 900p, which I personally experienced. The game is locked at 60, which is fine, but the cutscenes are stuck at 30 frames per second, and they are pre-rendered, so I do not know if they will ever be above 30. So if you have a monitor, especially with a high refresh rate, the cutscenes will look slow and stuttery, and this really takes you out of some moments in the game, as you're just not able to experience them fully. It simply breaks your immersion. Sometimes the camera clips into objects, your character sometimes move off the screen during combo, so you have to stop fighting and reset the camera. Though these are minor issues, especially when you get used to combat. There are some ways to ease these issues. For example, setting your refresh rate to 60 Hz makes the experience more smooth. There's also a fix at the moment made by a modder to resolve some of that stuttering, and it also fixes that upscaling bug. There is no patch currently during this creation of this video, but the developers are working on one. Even with all this, the game is still very much playable, but the PC port is somewhat disappointing. I recommend you using a controller if playing on PC, simply because when the game becomes a twin stick shooter, it becomes very annoying to control. So just stick to a controller and you will be just fine. Moving on though, one of the interesting things about this game is that you will have to finish the game more than once to actually complete it, and it's very unique in the way it does this, and will surprise you very much as you play it again, even finding new areas and weapons you completely missed. So is this game worth the money? And I think it is. If you're someone who loves a story-driven game and you are looking for an RPG that does not chore you to get rewards, then you will love this game. The funny thing is, I was actually only going to make a first impression on Nier, but I just could not stop myself playing the game and trying to figure out the mysteries that are present. And to answer the title, is the game convoluted or a masterpiece? I think it sits perfectly in between. So, Nier Automata, if you're looking for something fresh to play, then this is the game to play at the moment. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, comment down below what you thought of the game, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the God who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.